I'm a mechanic named Mark. Welcome to Midnight Mopar Garage. Our 1982 Ram D150. I think I got an idea. I think I'm going to build a drag truck. It's not in that bad a shape. I'm going to use parts I have available. I'm going to build an engine for it out of what I have. The only upgrade I'm probably going to do is a cam, possibly lifters, depending on the engine I use. It's going to need some stuff. But I want to make it a driver too. So it'll be a part-time track, part-time driver. I have several engines to choose from, 318, 360, even a 440. I think I'm going to stick with a small block. Build a 360 to go under this. It's got an 8 1/4 rear in it right now, open diff. I do happen to have a Dana 60 that I'm thinking about cutting down and sticking under this truck. It came out of a 88 D350 dually full float. Talked to Cass over at Dr. Diff, and I think I can cut it down and put a set of 355 gears in the back with a shore grip and make it a decent daily driver, part-time track truck. What do you think? I think I could do wonders with this truck and make lots of fun. Do fun things. Take it to the track. I've never been to the track. I've never drag raced anything. Maybe I will. So I opened the hood so everybody can see the gloriousness of my 318. It, like the story goes, this was two engines that I smashed together. Funny story, I went to the yard where I got it from, where I found it laying, and at the time didn't have YouTube, so I didn't do a revival on that, but maybe next time I will. There's another truck I'm interested in that I might pick up, so maybe you'll see that one, get a revival video. Anyway, this one has a few leaks. It's old, but this had a bad oil pump, and it had spun a rod. And amazingly enough, I drove it about 8 miles from the yard where I picked it up to where it sat and got transplanted parts from another engine. I had another 318 that had been sitting for about 10 years, and the cylinders were rusted, but the bottom end was good. So I stole one of the pistons out of the other engine, took all the bearings out of it, took the rod bearings, took the main bearings, took all the parts out of the other engine, put them in the bottom end of this one with a new oil pump, slapped it back together, stuck it back in here, and it runs. Oh yeah. I didn't think I was going to reuse this engine, so I didn't keep track of where the lifters were when I took everything apart. So they're not where they're supposed to be. Hasn't eaten any lifters up yet. Good old 1982 OEM lifters. They're holding up, even though they're not in the right bores. Yes, it was a smashed together, a cost of a gasket kit, and a bunch of my time. Put it all together, and it runs pretty good. Doesn't smoke. I did take the heads apart while I had it apart. I put new umbrella valve seals, put new umbrella seals in it, and lapped the valves back in. They were pretty pitted, but they sealed. I was shocked, but they did. Boop. It, for what it is, for having who knows how many miles on it, I can't have not one complaint about this 318. It starts every day. It runs pretty darn good. It doesn't smoke. It doesn't burn oil. I can't believe it, but even with the lifters not being in the right place, it runs really good. I am very impressed. I've been a Dodge man my whole life. This engine has done me proud, and I put about 6,000 or 7,000 miles on it since I did that to it last year. I don't drive it a whole bunch, back and forth to work, pick up the kids, you know, go to the grocery store. And it's got tires on it that I just got. Yay! Not sure what to do with those. Haven't had tires on here that have had tread on them since I owned it. But we're going to turn it into a drag truck. I have cast iron 4-barrel intake. I have a thermoquad that's period correct. It's off of an 82 318, and gonna start with that one, see how that works out. I did rebuild it. I have couple of 360s to choose from. I've got one out of 86 that's sitting outside where I work right now. We're gonna tear it apart and see what we can do with it. I'll home port the heads, and like I said, install a new cam. I'm looking at putting in a Hughes Whiplash cam, for the simple fact that I'm not going to do any compression increase on this. It's going to be going back together with the stock pistons. I'll put a new set of rings in it. I'll hone it. All stuff I can do on my own at the shop without having to go to a machine shop. So I don't know how many horse I'm going to pull out of it, even with the addition of the cam, because it's going to be all factory parts. I'm basically going to remove some metal from the heads, do home porting, more home detailing than porting. I might do a little bit of bowl work. It depends on how bad they are, casting defects and such. But I'm definitely going to put the shore grip in the rear end and cut down that Dana. In videos to come, you'll watch me do that whole thing. I do have a 727 Torque Flight that went with that 360. I'll be putting that behind this. I might put a 4-speed. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. I'm not looking to get great ETs out of this. It's not going to set anything on fire. Not going to set the world on fire for sure. But I want to have fun. I've never been to the drag strip, like I said, and I'm planning on going. I'm going to have all kinds of fun with this thing as much as possible. I love building trucks. I love working on old cars. This has been what I've done my whole life. Work on these trucks, this era. So I know quite a bit about them. Yes, please don't. I didn't do all that wiring stuff. It's was here. It works. I'll clean all that up and tidy it up as I go on. I have replaced voltage regulator, and as you can see, there's 2 coils there. The one up there on the firewall doesn't work. I'm not really sure why. It was a new coil from Jegs that someone put on, and well, I never got it to work, so I went with a OEM style coil there. And oh yeah, parts quality sucks. That's the 4th box I put in it. The original one worked for a long time. It was an OEM Mopar part. It worked for quite a while, and it just quit on me one night. So of course I went through the ballast resistor in the parking lot since I had one. I ordered a starter relay. I didn't need it. Checked the coil. There wasn't anything wrong there. I was getting a signal. Or the distributor. That's a distributor. That's a coil over there. And ended up being the brand new box that I just put on that night in the parking lot. I put the old OEM one back on like a week later, and well, got to start it up. They ordered me a new one from that auto parts store that has the green sign, the O people, and they got me one that works. So it runs and has been running since, every day. I don't even remember what kind of plugs are in here. I stuck something in there. NGK something. Because the original champions that were in there were pretty crusty. I don't think that had been changed in a while. So, if you watched my previous video on the transmission repair, it is doing well. It's still dirty. I haven't cleaned it. But no more leaks. That one hose in the back was the only leak I had, thank God. So, more to come. I'm going to have some fun with this truck. Don't know what I'm going to do for bolt pattern. I think I'm going to go with a larger bolt pattern, 4.5 or 5, because I'm going to have to get axles anyway, building that Dana. So more to come on that. Not much in the way of selections for this old bolt pattern. 4 1/4, 108 is what it measures out to. And let me know in your comments. Should I go with a bigger bolt pattern, or should I try and find something for these? I don't know. We're going to have some fun. Next video up, I'll probably be tearing down that 360. And we'll go from there. See how that's going to work out for us. Dang it. Oh, that's stuck. Fix that. There we go. Until next time, thanks for watching.